Gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Get it on YouTube so I can click on your name and look at it. Yeah. I'm gonna put it on TV. Ooh, him.
I'm finna try.
Coach up. But I'm gonna tell you though, you just can't. What I see.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff.
Oh, nah. This sync occurred already for what? Dang. These niggas got these old mysterious ass playbook. Making that type of noise. I got a bullshit loss, Sam lost or nothing. You alone? I don't know what playbook to call. Fuck that shit. Oh, the top two running back. I got 16. I think he got like 13. Crazy. Crazy. Alright. He ain't got no pod, nigga. They talking about getting a pod. He ain't even got no pod.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both...
Man, what the fuck, man? I said connection to my prison law. Alright, we can't even get the game started. Shit, I just said connection to my peer was lost then. He must got the wrong playbook. I don't know. Probably off then. I ain't did. This the same playbook I been had. I done played everybody else with the motherfucker. With 9 leagues, he the off person. He must got so much shit in here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you know, chime in today. I gotta start back white. I'm gonna have to. Folks, I don't want that shit no more. Cause there ain't shit coming on the motherfucker.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
You see some photos. You supposed to be playing Tyler.
This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let me respect his pause. I ain't got shit. Let me see. My receiver slow as a mother, I think. Back up running backs. He pretty fast, man. Yes, sir. Old Bryce Love. Wow, receiver course so slow. This nigga wanna do.
Like 20, 54, record. Back. Yes, sir. No. Hold on.
On first down, gone. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
That
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. First down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
17.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Get it off,
Just gets
Goff.
rid of
Good one.
it, throws it away. The Lions move there, look like nobody open. Now second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 26, check 26. Tighten up. Ric Flair. Check 93's the mic, 93.
Again, Goff. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D Ford in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
What? Watch this. If it works.
From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
On third down, here's Coleman.
Man, that folk got me on play a lot. Don't let him get it. Yeah.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
This offense really put themselves
you see,
in a
I
tough
clicked
spot
off and still made me click back on.
Needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Obama. Watch it. Tiger. Safety screaming. Switch.
On first and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly
every
for
time.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. 54 is Mike. Now you won. 54. 14. Watch out. Check safety. Check three.
Here's Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone.
He ran the end zone, touchback. Let's give him that safety.
It for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know what
if you
I'm doing
combine
wrong.
Last week
I
and
know
this
what
week,
I'm
he's
doing
got a
wrong.
hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off
Lock
by
that
actually
shit
catching
down.
the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Newman. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing on first down. Newman under a heavy
That's
rush,
that
and
I'm trying to show you.
goes.
That's what I'm trying to show you.
Aaron
That.
Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Check 43. Check 52.
On second down now, it's Coleman.
We ain't
And
getting
he'll
out of
grab
that,
a gain
nigga.
of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
We are not getting out
Despite
of
the
that.
blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Newman. He's going to let
He
this
got
one
2
go
niggas
deep.
down here, cuz. I had to
He will
defend
not
2
be able
niggas,
to hang
cuz.
on
Look at
through the
that. That nigga got
contact.
2
It's
niggas.
incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th
2
down.
niggas down there.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
No score after one on EA Sports.
DC. Undercrush. 2 for 1. Value 3. Shit. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the edge. Hey, let's go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 9. Kill. 5.
Throwing on third.
That boy had too many folks coming.
Escape, and he goes down.
Nothing I can do.
Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He got me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw on second down, Newman. Airing this one.
Oh, my God.
And this is caught inside the
Across
the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh, it's just everything coming back now. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Corn out. Watch the twist.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Blitz coming, down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. A deep ball for Dotson. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Okay.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13.
Hey, man, he caught the ball over. Look at that one there. That one hard.
First
He
down
caught
there
that
on a
jump
pickup
over me
of
to the
25.
linebacker. Wow, I'm jumping.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
Then they be mad when nigga pinch bugger me.
May not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning.
Go, bye. I'm playing the game.
And off he goes.
Yeah, bye. Because you come in here talking first. I don't care nothing about that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there. Goff to Kupp, 67 yards.
What's wrong with these niggas, man?
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
He's coming. We got double up. Super 66. Super 1. Super set.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
This gonna be first.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Oh, man. Now look at this play. Whatever with that X factor, that shit fake. Just watch that last play right there.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first down,
I did.
Newman. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Same nigga just missed it. Just missed the ball. He just missed it just when he got that one. That's what I'm talking about.
28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that
missed the
football
first
into a
one,
tight
and
spot.
we ain't got that one.
And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Out. Check. Hold on. Check.
Goal.
See, I can't see him. He hiding in the middle of that field, kid. I can't see him in that red. Listen, look. When he come back, I don't see that man. I ain't see that man. That red on that field. I just gotta protect that field. I ain't seen
so
him.
rarely.
That's what I'm
searching
saying.
for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Newman. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
I didn't even flag.
Let them
They made them
and forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
I gotta go.
Here's Jonathan
North
Coachman.
Korea if he die. I'm going North Korea and pay my respect.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first
this.
as well.
You hear your president tell the folks to drink bleach and disinfect it, and 100 people did it, and they ever died.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman.
Man, so bad. This shit's so
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Off the play fake. Newman.
Give me that.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
He couldn't get around this old nigga
I saw
here.
the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let's go,
Pay
man.
homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Look at this.
Picked off down at the 2.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Retarded.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So
get back then.
Tonight, he's intercepted.
Go to the house.
Picked
get back then.
And he will score.
Get back then.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2.
Get it together, deep. 80 weapons. Deuce. Safe. Check. Kill. DC.
I know that.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Let's go. You weren't ready for that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Right back in it, y'all. Right back in it. He's going to try some bullshit.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off play action. Newman.
Come here, nigga.
To escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
53, Mike. What we got? Check four.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Oh, he popped them forward.
Deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Stop running.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He just gave me a peek off of it. That's why.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check Mike 57.
To throw is gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Idiot.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
Let me set my shit up, man. I got him. He think I'm going the other way.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw over the middle taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We don't be doing this shit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Newman, deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Off the play fake. Newman. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. He's crossing. Go. Check it back. Wide. Hey, shell.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Check 6 guys. Check hot. Watch the safety creep.
Watch it. Touchdown while you talking.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On 2nd and very short. Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
17.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watch out. Check safety. We're good.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check that three. Slam. Check 43. Check 52. Undercrush. Switch. Kill.
Another carry now for Gurley. He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We're good. Hey, Alpha. Check three. 12. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shit.
Now it's gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm a bum.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley.
What he do is he wasn't.
So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
The boy said, I'm shooting.
Listen. Kill. Turn up. Big air. Check nickel.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here.
Huh?
And the 49er team does its job.
I'll be up there in a minute. That nigga had a Bosa up there.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready. Right there, 56. Let's go one more. Watch twitch. Watch.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Man, this nigga, look at that right there. Tell me what you think about that.
That one goes for 30 yards.
He just jumped over both my men.
Right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation.
I didn't bring him down. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody even come down over there. What are you talking about?
Towards him. Had a little arc on it.
Oh, no.
Fumble. Get it. Go, boy.
Now the Rams have got it.
Oh, my God. He fumbled, though. I had a touchdown.
Right around the 27.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came
playing with me, man.
There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can.
You know, he hates me. He tried to bash my head.
Total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays
you don't think Cooks can beat that
so
nigga
we call
over there?
sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
What are you talking about?
Brandon Cooks. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
I told you I gotta wake up, man. It be taking me a game to remember everything.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I got the ball. He just fumbled. Let me do this. His feelings really hurt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
Yeah, but I ain't getting up. He ain't going to get that big, what he want out of it.
Hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
I'm doing right.
Either spike it and stop the clock, or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And not much to speak of.
Let me do.
1 yard gain
I was. Let me do this.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Off play action. Newman. Airing this one out for Evans.
I got the ball. Shut up.
Intercepted.
Shit over
John
with
Johnson with the INT. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Goff. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Two for one. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 24, check hardball.
After this run that it is, cause he's gonna give me big number. He thought I would pass.
Turns and gives to Gurley.
And I get out.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little
and I'm out of bounds.
Inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ric Flair. Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. You gon' take. You got to take. You got to take right there. Check. X3. 218, jump. Out. Check 15, check 15. Under 10, under 10, 10. Motion.
This that shit here, I just want.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Who do? He's stupid.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I know what I'm doing,
Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring
Let me do this. No, but I messed up. You know what I messed up? I panicked before college.
2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Oh, he's going to let this go
if
for
I
the
throw
end
it,
zone.
going to the back of the end zone. Trust me, man. Let me do this.
7 seconds remaining.
Let me do this. All right.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one.
I got him.
It's for the win.
I got him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
come from 14 down in the fourth with 6 minutes, man. What can a nigga do for this?
In the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game
squeal to the flow,
this game's gone.
to the fullback. He got to catch it. Dive with 1 second. Prevent everybody at the end zone.
Get it done and go home.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it.
Yes, sir.
Catch it off of a tip.
You see that? You see I'm back.
Didn't we see Green Bay?
You see it. It took me a minute to get there, but I'm back. You coached me with that tight end, though, because I sure was going to hit him.
It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is.
Because if I seen he picked up the dude right there, but for you telling me that, I'm going to tell you this, bro.
This one's going to be hard to digest. You take the
when
lead
you
into
throw
the fourth quarter.
To them folk, you got to lead them where you want it to go so they man don't